Jacob. Why don't you come on up? And this is a really interesting group. They've been extremely successful in their first 2 years here at Golden Valley, and that's total credit goes to Coach Hinson and Coach Sultani, who trained them up really well. And you know, they could go on. They've finished top 5 in league finals, and they've run great in track. And so I knew that when I kind of came aboard here, that there was going to be pressure on me to kind of make sure that trajectory was followed. And I took it really seriously, and we had individual meetings, and they kind of blew me away just with their commitment and their work ethic, and I'll talk about each one individually, but I think the unique thing about each one of them is there's a real competitive fire that burns in them, and that's, you know, for our younger runners who are here, just to figure out what makes you tick. I think these guys figured that out competitively, what they needed to burn as competitors and athletes, and to get the most out of what they had. And that's what I would ask them. Hey, how do you guys do it? That's what I would ask them. So I'll talk about Ryan first. Man, I mean, he opened up the season at League Meet 1. He was like sick as a dog. He never said a thing to me about it. I don't even remember what he ran, but I'm sure you can find it in there. It was like 18 something, 1830, something like that. And he never said a word. He just kept training, and he ran straight through it. And then by the time we got to league finals, he PR'd by like 3 minutes or something crazy. He finished 8th in league. He was second team all league, and he had some really big races for us. And he was a big reason our team had success at the end part of the season. He really stepped up and he was solid. And I remember Coach Sultani and Coach Hinson always telling me over the summer, I'd be like, God, you know, Ryan, sometimes I can't figure him out. And, you know, he's just enigma, wrapped in an enigma. You know, like, I had no idea. I'd ask him questions, and he'd be like, oh, and that's all I got from him. But the one thing they said, they're like, hey, when it's on the line and he's got a race, he's one of the best racers on the team. And I was like, okay. And then I saw it at Woodbridge, and I saw it at League Meet 2, and at League Finals, and at CIF. I mean, he's just phenomenal. So a lot of our success is due in part to Ryan just being this ultimate competitor that thrives on the biggest of stages. So that's Ryan Stevens. Let's talk about Jaime here. We gotta make sure there are no trash cans around because we had a morning workout, and unbeknownst to any of us, there was a trash can in the middle of the track, and it was pitch dark, and we couldn't see, and he started to do a stride, and he magnetized straight towards that trash can. He had some bad luck in that sense, in that he really didn't get his season going until like the second half. But man, when he got his season going, he was just on fire. It was so impressive. And I think the really cool thing about Jaime, and the really impressive thing for me, was that he never got down. There were times when he couldn't run for a week because he got run into by a trash can. And there was never this woe is me attitude. It was just this commitment to the team. And I looked at him and I was like, Jaime, we're gonna make this work, and your fastest races are still ahead of you. And he's like, I know that, coach. And it's just this real belief in himself, which got him through that really tough time and got him through that adversity. He finished his strongest at the end of the year. He was our second guy at CIF Finals, at the CIF Championship meet, the biggest of stages. He finished as our second guy flying down that airstrip. And I just can't wait until we get a season without a trash can, you know, interrupting his training, because man, I mean, when he's running at his best, he's really impressive, and it's really awesome to watch. So that's Jaime Calderon. And lastly, we have Jacob Acosta. I had him in class last year in Honors 10, and I had all three of these guys. Actually, I had all you guys in class last year. It was awesome. What a great class. Anyway, it was a big year of improvement for Jacob. I was really impressed. Not only did he run faster, which is always important in cross country, but I think he evolved as an athlete, right? That he learned how to mentally deal with adversity. We do these tempo runs where they're supposed to run for 30 minutes at a steady, hard pace. And early in the year, he would fall off. And the message to him was like, just change your mindset, find out what you need in order to hang on to that group. And that's not something I can give him, that's not something his teammates can give him, that's something he's got to find. And he found it. And he had phenomenal races. At League Meet 2, he was our second guy. He was only 10 seconds out of the top 7. And we had a talk, and he's like, I belong up there. And I believe him. And I believe he will be up there. He finished at league finals, second team all-league. And I think he got a glimpse, not just of his potential, but of his ability. You know, when he gets his mind focused and confident that he is just a runner that's really going to be hard to reckon with. All 3 of these guys are. And I think that was the motto for these guys, is that they sort of embrace their competitive greatness. It's still a process that we're tweaking and perfecting, but as these 3 guys grow, the league's going to have a really hard time dealing with their success. I mean, I just was thinking about it, so I got to stop thinking as I'm talking, because it's going to be awesome to see. So give a big hand to these guys.